hands on you.
On who? On who? Me?
Yeah.
Girl, that she.
You know I knew that was a lie, child.
You put hands on me. Girl, that girl don't want to see me. She don't want, she thinks she bad. She don't want to see me. She knows she don't want to see me. She ain't never even, the only time she's ever disrespected me was on the phone. Mm-hmm. And that's while she was playing this little game. If I send you the text messages from this girl, you would have thought she was, like I said, I witnessed her with Keith. She watched, she was good with Keith. She sat with him. She went up there. She sat down and talked to him. She played dominoes with Keith. She was good with him. I trusted her. And as soon as I told her about getting that place, she quit the following Saturday. Mm-hmm. Oh, Ms. Regina, I ain't going to be able to make it because my back is hurting and I'm so tired and this and that. And she was over there sleeping in the house and a bug bit her. She sent me the pictures. I said, well, the house been empty, so I don't know what's going on over there. Mm-hmm. Then when she got in there, she wanted me to exterminate for rats. She over there watching my cable because I had Wi-Fi on because of the cameras and stuff. Mm-hmm. I had it on. She was supposed to pay me for the cable bill. She gonna try to argue with me about that. I said, hey, don't worry about it. Just, pay me the $50 for the water bill. Mm-hmm. and I'll take care of the cat. I have been nothing but gracious to that girl. And you know what? Because I am and have been, and everything I did it from the goodness of my heart to show her that we should help one another. That's what Christians do. But this is how you want to make a fool? You only made a fool of yourself, baby.
Seriously. Because, Ms. Regina, everything we've been saying, guess what the girl said? That Keith been playing dominoes. He's in his right mind. That's what we've been saying.
You know what? They only got over with this Ward thing because they wouldn't let me and Keith come in court and talk. Mm-hmm. Me and Keith have never been in front of a judge. Never. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why this lady is appointed. Mm-hmm. Is because they know that Keith can talk. Mm-hmm. Keith attorney know that he can talk. How can he be incompetent and he signed his own power of attorney? How is he incompetent? When I take him to the doctor, he signed his own name. Mm-hmm. He give his own information. Mm-hmm. I don't say nothing. Mm-hmm. The only thing Keith can't do is walk by himself.
You've always said that.
He's still unsteady with his walking. That's all.
Mm-hmm. You've always said that. Nothing's changed about nothing you said. Kevin over there trying to convince them that we've been telling a false story and we're lying to the people. What? You say it's even old phone calls of me and you. When you go live over here, it ain't that many, but it's just where you have said that's the only thing wrong with Keith. Even in the interview with Grandma D, you said that. That's the only thing wrong with Keith. Right.
I mean, his thinking is there. He can't tell you is what money it is, but he talk about the president as Biden. He's not.
That's because he ain't in the
exactly. That's because he ain't. Day. Yeah. But if you ask me what day of the week is it, shoot, I might not know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you ask me what month is it or what date is it, I might not know. Listen, I'm not keep away from people because that's what I want to do. I keep away from people who want to expose him while he's going through his healing process. Mm-hmm. He have a right to recover in privacy. And that's all I want. That's all I've ever asked of anybody coming here. Look, I've opened lines for all the kids to come and see him. The only one was receptive to talking to Keith who went and got her kids. So was Danielle. Danielle was the only one who let her kids talk to their dad. Everybody else making excuses.
And Crystal, yeah.
Well, I mean, Crystal ain't never been out of the game. Crystal has always been on it to Keith, with Keith. Yeah. She called Keith. Her and Kaden talk to Keith almost every day. I don't even include her in that group. Yeah. But I'm talking about these that have been on social media who I've had issues with. Yeah. Danielle is the only one who she talked to Keith, they laughed, and she even got her son on the phone with Keith. That ain't even Keith's son.
Yeah.
And see, all I want is peace. All I want is this kind of stuff to stop. And that's why with this agency, I'm finna cancel it all. Mm-hmm. Because I told them I don't want people in my house who are acquainted with social media. Right. I don't want them in my house. And so when people come, I should have knew that, because even that girl slipped up and called Keith Pastor P one time.
I wish I she
did. She slipped, and I was like, Pastor, and then she said, "Oh, my sister was saying she think she don't." My sister was saying when I told her that I was taking care of him, that is that Pastor P? She said that she cleaned it up like that, and I said, "Is your sister on social media?" She said, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know that much about her, but I don't know if she on social media." But she said she knew somebody. She knew a Keith Jones that they call Pastor P. But see, if what she's saying is true, that Delano and Aaliyah, she got in with Keith to cover with them.
I muted Cabbage. That was an accident. Mm-hmm.
She's telling the truth.
She said, like I said, now?
See, she slipped up one time and called Keith Pastor P. Yeah. She told me that her sister had asked her when she said she was taking care of the client, and it was Keith Jones, because I remember I told you she was trying to get me to let her sister come here and watch Keith while she went to a doctor's appointment after she got bit. Mm-hmm. And I said, no, that's okay. I'm just going to leave church early. I'll come home. Then she said, oh, well, my niece, she can do it. And then I said, no. I said, I'll be home in 15 minutes. Just go on. Just hold on. I'll be there. I don't want nobody in my house that I don't know. And so then she texted me and said, well, her niece was 7 months pregnant and she really couldn't do no lifting. Well, you don't do no lifting.
Right.
But she was trying to get her whole family up in here, But all I can do is say this. I thank God for all of this coming to fruition, because all it do is show this is why I don't deal with a lot of people. This is why I don't want people coming in my house who I don't know. This is why I don't do it. So if Aaliyah was a part of all of this, I'm going to let Andrea, the guardian, know she's still playing games.
Yeah.
She's still playing this whole thing where she tries to say, I don't let her see her dad. She cancels her visits.
Yeah.
I've never canceled one visit for Aaliyah. And me and Aaliyah always got along. Mm-hmm. All of this is a game to get Keith away from me. That's what all of this is. That's what all of it is.
Yes,